Growing up, I was always taught that there was a huge fault on California, and someday this giant earthquake was going to come, and California was going to just fall into the ocean. It turns out there's actually a giant sinkhole in LA that leads to prehistoric times. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bragging About Cinema, and we're going to go back on to our pilot review series. And up next is NBC's La Brea, or LA Brea. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. When I saw the previews for this, I said, oh, this is looking just like Terra Nova. You're having a group of people that are going to go to prehistoric times, try to figure out how to get out, or they're lost, kind of like on Lost, or you can even think of maybe Gilligan's Island. When you're making a show focused on a big disaster, what do you need to start? So you need parents squabbling or separated. Check. You need something bad to happen, but everybody still lives and they're separated. Check. So they all fell in this big hole, and if you saw the trailer, you know. So now they don't know where they are. They just know there's giant wolves, and we saw some prehistoric birds fly out of the hole. And then you've got to have that person on the outside who's not trapped, who they know a little something's going on, and they've got some kind of psychic connection or check. So we've got that as well. So we've got all our bases covered for a group of people lost or disaster film. So this could go anywhere. I don't know if I'm just getting used to just really high quality shows, watching shows on Netflix or HBO Max or Apple TV, but the CGI for this NBC show was pretty terrible. I feel like they really skimped on the CGI budget. I really tried to get past that. It's not easy, but I did. So when I'm watching a show, if you've watched my other videos, I want to like the characters. So you've got the mom who's trying to, be the best mom she can. She brings her kids to school, even though they're both in high school, and they let her know we could go by ourselves. And then she sees her son almost get sucked up into the sinkhole. She goes to save him, and then she falls, but her other kid manages to stay. So you want to see the families reunited. That always gets me. Families getting broken up, and then that desire to get back together as a family person, that got me hooked. So now I'm interested to see where they go. Now we're down in this secret sinkhole, and we're looking up. It doesn't look like a hole, so I'm guessing they're in another dimension, maybe. And there's all kinds of monsters. This really made me think of Lost when they're on the island and they're hearing dinosaurs in the background. The good news, though, is not only did the people fall in another dimension, but some buildings and an ambulance falls with them, so they can have some supplies and kind of troubleshoot a little bit if there's any danger. And of course, there is a hint that there is already people there, just like people on the island in Lost, or any of these shows where people get magically transported somewhere else. There's always other people there or other tribes. So we got to check that box off too. And meanwhile, the people on the outside, not in the hole, are trying to figure out what's going on. How do we save these people? And of course, they assume they're dead because they're looking down that hole and they see nothing. Nothing. But the dad knows they're alive and we're going to find them. So we'll cut to the chase. What I liked about the show is it's a neat concept. You fall in a hole. You're in prehistoric times. So now, NBC, what are you going to do with the show? To me, this screams first season cancellation all over it. This Terra Nova was a show I really liked. Similar concept. They went back in time to another prehistoric place. And that lasted one season. But I'm going to give it a chance. We're going to watch it. This is a good family-friendly show. So if you're looking for something with your kids, I think this might be a fun adventure. Also, if you liked Terra Nova, as I mentioned, Lost, Gilligan's Island, Journey to the Center of the Earth, any disaster show, pick one. I think you'll like this. I will say it's NBC, so the CGI is just really bad. And if you're someone that needs that good visuals, this probably isn't for you. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a B minus, just because this is kind of the show that I like. The characters were interesting enough that I want to see that. I want to see that family get back together. But I'm really hesitant to invest too much of my time because I'm worried that it's going to be kind of a cool show. I'm going to get into it a little bit, and then NBC is just going to cancel it. I will say I thought the same thing about Manifest, so I never actually watched it past the first couple episodes, and they did keep that one. So there is times where I have been wrong, and I'll admit that. I'm also a huge dinosaur fan, so if they just start throwing dinosaurs in there with good CGI, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is like Jurassic Park every week, you're going to have me hooked. So let me know below, did you watch it? I know the show has already been out for a bit, so my review's a little late. If you've already watched it, what did you think of the pilot? Do you think, what are the odds? Do you think this is going to get a season 2? I didn't see any of the viewership ratings come in yet. I try really hard to avoid any other opinions before I do my videos. If you found this helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd get a thumbs up or even a thumbs down if that's how you felt. Let me know. Because if you watch my videos, you're going to find something to brag about.